What's up, everyone? Another hectic day in the market. Let's just get right into it. Honestly, so overall, the market was holding 399, 400 the entire day, and then that news with the missile basically came out, and that caused the market to fall, and then the market rebounded basically all of its gains back up to 399, and here we are. So apparently, that the missile was not even Russian. So it's you can make an argument that this was just an opportunity for stop loss hunts, essentially, and we should rip to the upside. So it makes sense to lean into some sort of like lotto calls tomorrow, right? So my thought process is basically either getting into lotto calls expiring tomorrow or some sort of shorter dated call, or because we're still trading at this level of resistance, you're still getting into longer dated puts. Either way, I wanted to honestly, I wanted to get into lotto calls, but we're sitting at resistance. And the main reason actually why I wanted to get into lotto calls was because we're seeing some clear strength out of the bonds. The bonds are starting to show some good strength. We're closing above these prior levels of resistance, and it's pushing up on this upper level of the Bollinger Band. If the Bollinger Band does continue to move up sharply like this into tomorrow, then this can continue and make a very strong move to the upside. And the stop loss hunt would just give fuel to that, essentially. The other reason why is because the dollar made a big move to the downside, right? And then it bounced. But as you can see, the lower level of the Bollinger Band on the dollar is still not extremely overextended. So you could see that, you can see here that we're not opening and closing outside of the bands. We're still trading within it. So this does not show extreme overextension to the downside. And it still technically means that we can still continue to fall lower. So if we do continue to fall lower, that means, if the dollar falls, then the stock market goes up. So, essentially that's really it. The other thing that kind of worried me about wanting to go short, I wanted to get into some sort of calls. Sorry, I misspoke. So the thing that I wanted to do was, one of the other things that I was hesitant to get calls was because the chips are very, very overextended to the upside. And you can see NVIDIA and AMD are very, very overextended here, right? But overall, it's another really, really good, it's awesome that Walmart basically beat earnings. So this is most likely going to help alleviate a lot of the stress of this sector and everything, the economy and everything moving forward, seeing as this happened during a very turbulent time, right? The fact that Walmart beat earnings. So that's, there's a lot of mixed signals. The main thing is the bonds are showing strength and the dollar is still showing there's a lot of weakness to the downside. So in terms of holding something overnight, it would be difficult, but it's either you're buying lotto calls or getting into some sort of long-term puts. And, my gut was saying to get into some calls, but I didn't. So yeah, there's not really much else to look at in terms of the stock market. If there is, I'll definitely make sure to share that with you guys. But, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I really, really appreciate everyone that shares all of their comments and everything. I don't get to respond to all of them all the time, but yeah, man, I really appreciate all you guys for taking your time and sharing your thoughts and commenting and everything. So yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Thank you. Take care.